Hey everybody, this is Alpha Zero at your service. I'm going to do a review on a new episode of World Trigger, which is episode 5. Now, I know this came out many hours ago, and I really must apologize. The reason being is because I took a nap and so forth, and I was really tired, you know, because due to me waking up early like for 6 days straight and so forth, it's really tiring. I'll let you all know that. So this episode was alright in the run. So if anything else, I'd like to get started right away. Now, like we have like Kitora facing the neighbor, but she manages to damage it. But she managed to damage the Ilgar or Ligar, I don't know what's it called, you know. But his replica says, yeah, but that's a bad thing because it will go to the biggest population and destroy it with this Treon. Therefore, Osamu decides to come. I mean, Kuma decides to come in and take care of it, you know, and makes it explode in the bridge in the water, you know. And later on, Kitara decides to take care of the arguments of the people and society, and then by that time they reach the headquarters, and we have this new character come in, like Jin Yuichi. He's the power elite whatsoever, you know, from a Tomohaka branch or something. Later at that time, like some of the court is trying to find a way how to punish Osamu, you know, and so far, like one of them backs him up and says, "Hey, but this guy manages to save like most of the people here. So what's the point? He should be promoted to B rank and to make useful of his ability." But people say like, but one the head director says like, Osamu, I wanna ask you something, all right? If the same situation happens again, what would you do? And after a long moment of silence and so forth, which was a really waste of time, to be honest with you, Osamu says he'll do the same thing again to save people, and the guy says, whatever. And so far, like they've been discussing about the abnormal gates whatsoever, and that's where Jin Yuichi comes in to take care of it. But he says he wants to take care of like Osamu himself, and see to it that like that there's a new person like who's been keeping an eye on. As for the person who asked Osamu, who seems to be a A rank whatsoever, like he decides to ask the director if he can keep an eye on him, because he might be like let me see here, he might be with the neighbor or something, because due to the fact that he knows like there are 2 different triggers used, you know, and I go like, oh boy, that's not a good sign. And by that time, this guy is Shuji Miwa, I think age 17, and he's a close range all-rounder of a number 7 the Miwa squad. But yeah, so pretty much the director says all the neighbors are enemies. If you see a neighbor, annihilate him, alright? And this pretty much like became a problem, and it ends right there. Next episode might be a little. Next episode, I think like I think there's gonna be something interesting. Hopefully, something will show up, you know. And yeah. Now, I'll be honest with you. This episode seemed to be okay, but the only issue I have is like Jin Yuichi is now having that same old dirt face like Osamu, except he doesn't have that fish-like mouth or something like. Instead of smiling like that, instead he has the same eyes as Osamu, and then like. I'm like, oh boy, here we go with another dirt face. But overall, I gotta say the episode was okay. The one thing I say is like those still frames with that big old quiet awkward silence is just really kind of taking me off. I go like, do you have to waste much money just to make it long or something? Not a good idea, to be honest with you. So that's my only complaint. So if anything else, you know. So it's an okay episode, you know. I mean, like I wish it became better a bit, but yeah. So if anything else, I'll end my video here. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. All right. Later. Peace out. Bye bye.